I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and all like that. Symphony. With the love song on the radio. And we hold me tight.
Chapter 3. The tension builds. The sun had long since set, casting the modest hotel room into a warm golden glow. Angelica paced the small confines, her fingers drumming against the floral-patterned bedspread as she glanced repeatedly at her phone. "Alex, I can't believe you still haven't figured out a way for us to go to the Dom 2 concert tomorrow night," she huffed, her tone tinged with frustration. "This is the event of the season, and I simply must be there. You promised me the trip of a lifetime. Remember?" Alex sat on the edge of the bed, his brow furrowed with concern. "I know, Angie, and I'm doing my best. But those tickets are so expensive, and we're already stretching our budget as it is. I don't want us to go over our limit and ruin the whole trip." Angelica let out an exasperated sigh and plopped down next to him, her green eyes flashing with a hint of irritation. "Alex, this is about so much more than just a concert. This is about experiencing the glamour and excitement that I've always dreamed of. I need to be a part of that world, to feel the thrill of being in the spotlight." She reached out and grasped his hand, her touch sending a familiar flutter through his chest. "Please, Alex. I know you can make this happen for me. I need you to try harder." Alex swallowed hard, his heart warring with his practical side. "Angie, I want nothing more than to make you happy, but I have to be responsible with our finances. We've already spent a lot on this trip, and I don't want us to go into debt just to attend one concert." Angelica's expression darkened, and she pulled her hand away, her lips pressing into a thin line. "So what you're saying is that you can't provide the kind of life I deserve, the life of luxury and excitement that I've always dreamed of." "That's not what I'm saying, Angie," Alex tried to interject, but Angelica cut him off with a wave of her hand. "No, Alex, it is exactly what you're saying. You're content with this modest, simple existence, but I want more. I deserve more." She stood up and began pacing the room once again, her frustration palpable. Alex watched her, his heart sinking. "Angie, please try to understand. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. I just want us to enjoy this trip together, to make memories that will last a lifetime." Angelica whirled around, her eyes narrowed. "That's not enough for me, Alex. I want the grand gestures, the extravagant experiences. I want to be recognized and admired, to live a life of opulence and glamour." Her words hung in the air, and Alex felt a twinge of hurt in his chest. "Is that really what you want, Angie? Is that more important to you than the simple joys we've always shared?" Angelica paused, her expression softening for a moment. "Alex, you know how much you mean to me. But this trip was supposed to be the start of a new chapter in my life, one where I finally get to experience the luxurious lifestyle I've always craved." She moved closer to him, her hand gently caressing his cheek. "Can't you see, Alex? This is my chance to finally live the life I deserve. A life of wealth, status, and recognition. Isn't that what you want for me?" Alex felt the familiar warmth of her touch, and for a moment he was tempted to give in, to do whatever it took to make her dreams come true. But deep down, he knew that the path she was choosing would only lead to heartbreak. "Angie, I want you to be happy, more than anything. But I don't think this is the way to find true happiness. There's so much more to life than material wealth and status. What about the simple pleasures we used to share? The laughter, the memories, the connection we have?" Angelica pulled away, her expression hardening once again. "Alex, you just don't understand. This is my chance to finally break free from the limitations of our humble existence. I need more than what you can offer me." Frustration and hurt welled up inside Alex, and he stood up, his voice tinged with a rare firmness. "Angie, I'm doing everything I can to make this trip special for you, but I won't go into debt just to attend some lavish concert. That's not who I am, and it's not what I want for us." Angelica's eyes widened, and for a moment, Alex caught a glimpse of the vulnerable girl he had known for years. But just as quickly, her defenses snapped back into place, and her gaze hardened. Then I guess we want different things, Alex. I thought you understood me, but it's clear that you're content to keep me trapped in this simple, ordinary life. She grabbed her purse and headed for the door, her movements fueled by a mixture of anger and desperation. Angie, wait! Alex called out, his hand reaching for her, but she had already slipped through the door, leaving him alone in the dimly lit hotel room. Alex sank back down onto the bed, his head in his hands. He had never imagined that a trip meant to bring them closer together would end up driving such a deep wedge between them. Angelica's words echoed in his mind, the hurt and disappointment in her voice cutting him to the core. As he sat there, the soft sound of the waves crashing against the shore filled in through the open window, a reminder of the simple beauty they had once shared. Alex knew that he couldn't give Angelica the lavish lifestyle she craved, but he had hoped that his love and devotion would be enough. Reaching into his pocket, he pulled out the small seashell that Angelica had given him years ago, a tangible symbol of the bond they had once shared. Tracing its smooth contours, Alex felt a bittersweet pang in his chest, wondering if he had somehow failed his best friend. With a heavy sigh, he slipped the seashell back into his pocket and stood up, his gaze turning to the door. He knew he had to find Angelica, to try and mend the rift that had opened between them. Whatever it took, he couldn't bear the thought of losing her, even if it meant sacrificing his own financial stability. Steeling himself, Alex stepped out into the cool night air, his mind racing as he searched for the woman who had captured his heart so long ago. The path ahead was uncertain, but he was determined to do whatever it took to keep their connection alive, even if it meant letting go of the dreams he had once held so dear.
I wonder how the characters' relationships will turn out next. Don't miss the continuation of our fascinating story.
Paul's sun can slow down in the lights we glow. Feel the rush, take the crown to the beat we flow. No stop, can't let up now, the sound is all we know. We are alive in the glow. We are alive in the show. We are alive in the flow. We are alive, feel the power grow. Hands up, no backseat, under stars we rise. Feel the bass in the heat, lose sense of time. Can't stop in this heartbeat, feel the rhythm, close your eyes. We are alive in the glow. We are alive in the show. We are alive in the flow. We are alive, feel the power grow.